It only took PNUT a few days to go from obscurity to a market value of over 100 million. And then to become one of the top 100 cryptocurrencies by market cap. Is it too late now to enter the market? Will it become the next Dogecoin? How can we find the next meme coin that may explode? Knowing the story of PNUT, let's talk about that. Hello everyone, I'm Cedric, ambassador of decentralization. Follow me to discover the infinite possibilities we have on-chain. So PNUT is this little squirrel you saw at the beginning of this video. It's cute, right? But the reason why its value soared is because of a story that is not very cute, it's not very pleasant, and it's even making me mad. PNUT, this little squirrel, was adopted by Mark Longo in New York City in 2017. At that time, Longo found that PNUT's mother was hit and killed by a car, so he took PNUT home to feed it, to save it. Longo also began to record their daily life, and PNUT became a popular squirrel, loved by many people online. But on October 30, 2024, officials from the New York State DEC took PNUT away from Longo on suspicion of illegally raising wild animals. Subsequently, PNUT was euthanized.
It not only tears my family apart, but PNUT was the cornerstone of our nonprofit animal rescue. And 10 to 12 DEC officers raided my house as if I was a drug dealer. I was sat outside my house for 5 hours. I had to get a police escort to my bathroom. I wasn't even allowed to feed my rescue horses breakfast or lunch. I was sat there like a criminal. After they interrogated my wife to check out her immigration status, then proceeded to ask me if I had cameras in my house, then proceeded to go through every cabinet, nook, and cranny of my house for a squirrel and a raccoon.
They got a search warrant?
They got a search warrant. 4 departments and a judge signed off on a search warrant for a squirrel and a raccoon. And then they took them and killed them.
Of course, you know this market. After PNUT's death, a token was created on pump.fun to commemorate him. People's love and attention to him turned into a force of protest against the government. This very regrettable story became confrontation ground between centralization and decentralization. What I mean by that is, as a centralized authority, the DEC's responsibility is to protect public health and the ecological environment, okay, but it did not care about the specific circumstances. In the centralized world, individuals must obey unified rules and must obey the orders of the government, regardless of whether the situation is reasonable or not. It's just like that, whether the authority is reasonable.
I find it unbelievable. This just shows you how clumsy and wrong government can be, and just how there's no logic. There is logic, but it's flawed logic.
Or not. Now, under a decentralized world, the public gets back some power, and it has the opportunity to verify whether an authority is reasonable or not. Decentralization is an obvious way to fight against arbitrary authority. So Longo, who stands on the opposite side of the government, is like a decentralized, free individual. And with thousands of other individuals like you and me, we have the power to reach a consensus, judging each and every particular situation. I think it's the reason why PNUT, the meme coin, has become a social media craze. The global consensus voted against the centralized authority. Although the government is still authoritative now, I am very happy that our decentralized power is getting stronger and stronger and can even influence the direction of policies and public opinion. I believe that in the future, our power will become stronger and stronger. So back to the meme coin, PNUT. Its surge is naturally inseparable from our consensus. And it once again shows us the influence of social media in the crypto market. First, let's take a look at its trend and the reasons for its popularity. So what we can see here is that there was no real pump in the first few days after PNUT was created, which is because this matter did not attract the attention of the public at its beginning. And it was not until November 11 that PNUT ushered in the first wave of gains. So what happened on November 11? Binance announced that it would list PNUT. That brought a large wave of traffic to the PNUT coin and also made more people in the market pay attention to the story behind PNUT. After that, the incident of PNUT being detained and euthanized became a hot topic online, and the strong emotions formed around this incident began to ferment. And then it was on November 13, Musk once again stood for PNUT. In response to a netizen comment on the necessity of the DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency, he cleverly mentioned America was saved by a squirrel and a meme coin. Musk is the best meme coin influencer. He knows how to ignite the interest and attention of social media. Under the macro background of the US election, this sentence directly led to the surge in the price of PNUT. Are these all the reasons for the outbreak of PNUT? Obviously not. On November 13 and 14th, in addition to PNUT coin, other altcoins also ushered in a surge in the market. In those 2 days, the top 10 tokens on Binance's best gainers list were all meme coins. So in addition to its own narrative ability, catching up with the US election and having celebrities like Musk stand up, another major reason for the outbreak of PNUT coin was also the surge of all altcoins. And driven by FOMO, the trading volume of the meme coin market on the 13th reached an astonishing 37%, almost setting a record. If any of the above reasons were missing, PNUT could not have achieved such an amazing increase. It was perfect timing, nearly luck. That's why we could witness a 24-hour increase of 422.3%. After that, it continued to rise with the market cap exceeding $2.2 billion at one time, and the trading volume exceeding $5.5 billion. So, some people may ask now, is it too late to enter the market now? First of all, we must understand one thing. If you want to make a lot of money in a short period of time, yes, it's definitely too late now, indeed. PNUT has passed the period of wild explosive growth. It has stabilized and is even in a downward trend now. The emotional peak has passed and the enthusiasm will definitely gradually fade. So will PNUT have a future? I think it mainly depends on the following two factors. The first one is to see how, the subsequent events ferment on social media and whether it can get some momentum again. Also, some people in the market speculated that this squirrel was just a tool used by the Reds, to attack the Democrats, and that the election results would be the end of PNUT. This was not the case. Not only did Musk often mourn PNUT on Twitter after that, but other celebrities also mentioned it, such as Jim Miller, a UFC boxer who advocated for the little squirrel after winning a fight.
It feels amazing. New York, I got one thing to say first. We need justice for PNUT, right? And it's not just a squirrel. It's all the kids that went hungry that night. And all the other things that the money and resources could have been put to. Hopefully that Doge cleans things up down at the state level.
I like how you use the post-victory speech for a political rally.
So, if the power of these celebrities can further strengthen and make PNUT a symbol of animal rights, for example, a new narrative, then this PNUT coin will usher in another wave of gains, obviously. And another thing to look at is the market of altcoins. At present, the bull market, the alt season, has begun to show signs of excitement, which means that many people are shifting to altcoins. In this case, PNUT is likely to take advantage of the trend and rise a little bit again. So, no, it's not dead, it's not too late, but it can still not compare with other big meme coins, like the old gamers like SHIB and Doge. And I'll tell you why. because those are not just meme coins anymore. You can see that SHIB has the Shiba Swap DEX, Shiba Inu Game, Shiba Inu Metaverse, and partnerships with a number of companies and platforms. PNUT currently only has its hype. There is no ecosystem, and the probability of a future ecosystem is nearly zero, too. So yeah, meme coins are just a barbaric game with low survival rates. There is a lot of scams, PvP, and lack of real utility. And more than 95% of meme coins are short-lived, and they will often be declared dead in a few days or 1 or 2 months. So if PNUT still relies only on the emotions, on the hype, I estimate that it will also die, like the majority of meme coin after the alt season. Then, if not PNUT, how can we at least find the next meme coin that may explode? What can we learn from all that? If you are telling me, Cedric, that the future is not that bright for PNUT, so let me tell you the conditions to find the next PNUT, the next meme coin that will explode. First of all, the most important thing is to have a narrative that can attract users, a good narrative, a good trend. We talked about that. Secondly, we need to have engagement, a community, an active community. If the community activity is high, it will bring attention, and this attention will bring funds, money. Third, the market value should be low. If the market value of the coin you want to invest in is as high as PNUT today, it's almost impossible to make good multipliers. It's best to find gems in their early stages, and that's hard. And finally, what's harder is, it's also about luck. Pay attention to Musk tweets or invest in meme coins that could attract his attention if you do that. But yeah, it's a lot about luck and a little bit about probabilities, of course. So yeah, all meme coins are definitely worth paying attention to. In a market with good liquidity, obviously it can bring us some great, short-term gains, but the risks are still very high, and meme coins are not bringing a lot to the development of the crypto market, Again, the utility part. So take care and don't put too much hope in them. It's like a game and should be considered as it. Yeah, it's the usual disclaimer, NFA, and all that. Anyway, I wish you luck. That's what you need. Good probabilities and just a little bit of luck. What do you think about that? Tell me in the comment section. And for me, I'll just see you in the next video. Bye bye.